Now the stars bid you to return to the Ridge of Gold, where you shall stand against the fate once again. Your adversary, Dalbert Oldheart, likely knows the cycle of the rites is drawing to a close. His last remaining chance to earn the favor of the scribes and then regain his freedom likely hinges on the outcome of this next rite. The cycle of the rites is soon to end. The exiles of the downside striving to be free, your adversaries, your companions, even you yourself, are running out of time. How could I forget? If Volfred's not here, Tariq will move the plot forward. What was I thinking? Following Volfred's liberation, the lone minstrels return to the wagon and stands as though nothing has happened here this night. He tilts his head a bit as you approach. Once more the Nightwings have prevailed in the liberation rite under your mindfulness, reader. A commendable achievement. Surely Volfred shall live out his days in gratitude to you and your companions. Perhaps he may now seek Tizo there in your commonwealth. I should think Tizo would have liked to witness what took place this night. I trust that together they shall make a formidable difference to the plan which all of you endeavor to achieve. Oh, maybe combos help. I wonder if that's part of it. Now, for the time, Celeste and I are to return to our respective stations. We all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. May you prevail once more when next we traverse Scribe's Gate. Until then, reader, rest well under the stars. He nods and leaves you to recover after a long night. On history, in the words of Trieste Tithys the Blessedborn. This book cannot accompany you if you should earn your freedom. It is to remain here for your successors, for it is bound together inextricably with us. There is no sorcery, however, to prohibit you from spreading forth its teachings. We charge you to go forth and share what you have learned along your path. Reveal not the rites themselves, nor the existence of this book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed. Any such attempts shall fail. Beware of those who would dare to read it on the other side. Under their guise of seeking wisdom, may yet lurk a much darker desire to undo that which we strive to do. That's cool. I love the idea that any attempts to transcribe this will fail. That's kind of a cool thing. Let's continue our journey. At dawn, your companions are prepared to depart. Everyone is silent. Your travels are to take you back to the Ridge of Gold, but soon after, the stars shall draw you here again. And then after that, I'm guessing it's going to be 2 in a row. We also no longer have a set final 3. I really thought it would be Gilman, Bertrude, and Volfred. But that is no longer the case. So that's interesting. That's something to keep in mind. Southern route goes through humid area. Pamela thinks this should be the quickest route for vocations. You sense the presence of your adversary Barker here and may learn of his recent activity. We don't really need vocations at this point, so I guess, yeah, what's happening here? I'm curious. Scry for information. Your senses guide you to a scrying pool somewhere in the untamed reaches of Hollow Root, and you look upon the waters. Soon you experience a vision of Barker, who stood against Ignarius and the Tempers in his most recent rite. What, is that the best you loaves can do? I thought the Tempers was going to make us work for this. Wait, that was Rookie. That wasn't Cockney. You might want to shut your mouth there, Barker. Good thing for you these rites make me play nice. What's that sad little sound I hear, mates? Was that a tiny little imp? Or maybe that was Ignarius crying about something again. The vision fades. It seems the distance prevailed against the Tempers sometime not long ago, gaining the favor of the scribes. You wonder where their paths have taken them since as you return to the Black Wagon to pursue your vocations. Oh, we had time for vocations anyways. Alright, well, who needs to get to level 5 now? I guess Bertrude. The other 3 of you are going to get there right away. You still need a little help. Let us then discuss these matters which you believe should be of benefit. You ask Bertrude to explain to you in her own words the histories of the 8 scribes and speak to how their varied backgrounds formed the basis not just for the rights, but of the Commonwealth. And that gets her to 5! Long have we sought to fathom all the darkest secrets hidden by the light of the stars. Now at last, the stars themselves revoke their station in the night, and we have finally achieved an inkling of this. Look at that precious smile. Okay. Can turn them into howlers. Or I can do that. Surely I can remember this, right? I can remember this. Perhaps not all the wisdom of the scribes lies buried in that tome of thine. Let's continue our journey to the Ridge of Gold. Hey guys, now don't tell me, but I ain't seeing that old Mr. Sandalwood with all the rest of you. He finally got out of here, or what? Well, good for him, I guess. As long as he don't take all the rest of you with him, know what I mean? I value all my customers. Oh, we don't even have money for that. Sorry, man. Well, I guess maybe I should pack it up for the day. Okay, with that, to prevent the game from crashing, we're actually going to just quit and reload. Let's commence the rite. You and the others are busying yourself for the commencement of the rite this evening when you notice Faye behaving strangely, more than usual. Maybe he's here? I mean, I think he has to be somewhere nearby? She notices you then. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. I was just... Oh, it's just... I think maybe my friend is here? And I was hoping to say hi to him before we have to do the ceremony with the star ball. Wait, is that... That's him. That's him. My friend is here. He's here. Just then, your adversaries, the Fate, arrive on the other side of the Ridge of Gold. They begin making necessary preparations. Faye rushes over to them before anyone can stop her, even as the stars above start shining through the darkness. Wait, no, don't go too far, Faye. Okay, let's not make this mistake again. We're turning that one off. We really don't need the experience. We don't need the experience. We're turning this off. We're not going to make this difficult for ourselves anymore. I'm already too nervous. I'm pretty sure everyone now is currently at the point where if they participate in a match, they will get to level 5.
Seems the stars once more have mustered wherewithal to usher in the rites. The sky grows dimmer by the day, and age is ending. Surely you must know by now that you shall never all be free. Yet still you struggle to fulfill some senseless plan. But I digress, of course. Some of us still honor the tradition. Some of us hold dear the teachings of the scribes.
I don't know what he's on about. We're all doing this. We're all still doing it. Oh, hello again. Hello. Why, hello indeed, young one. We are the Fate, and once again we hail you and all the Night Wings. Thanks. I was wondering, may I speak to your son? Why, I do not see why not. But let me see here. Almer, where are you? Begging your pardon, young one, but my son, he is not always punctual, you see. Hold, I shall go and fetch him. Oh, okay. I mean, my friend, I hope that he remembers me. You? Wait, where is Father? Father! Oh, hello. Hello again. Your father, he went looking for you. Did you not see him? No, I did not see him. It's best not be some Nightwing's trick, or else I'll... Ah, there you are, Elmer. Our cordial adversary wishes to salute you, I believe. Oh, that's right. I mean, here, this is my salute. I am saluting you. It's nice to see you, and may the scribes watch over you, okay? I want them to watch over us as well, but maybe just this time, or not just this time, but this and other times maybe, they can watch over all of us, okay? The two of them stand and watch as Faye skips over to rejoin your group. An unusual sort, that one. She is. She is about your age. Father! That's fun. I'm back. Sorry I'm late. I'm ready now to do my part however I can.
Choose now your band of traitors.
Shut up. Yeah, let's just get everyone to level 5 now, you know?
Faye. Sir Gilman.
Oh, I should have led with Ametha, because she's the best. The fate. Would that being a good family were the same as being good as a triumvirate? Steel yourself, Elmer. Are you prepared to face our adversaries once again? Always, Father. Let us prevail here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son. And this other imp that's here with us, he joins in too.
Now begins. My.
Shut up. Yep.
The first dousing. The orb.
I can do that.
Shall survive much more of that.
It's not fair. Ametha is not fair. What are you doing, you? Put your mask back on. We are in the middle of a rite. Oh, I know. I just wanted to say, I think that you are very brave is all, I think. Because we have encountered many triumvirates by now. I mean, we have the Dissidents and the Tempers and... What are you talking about? Get to the point. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I just... My name is Faye. I wanted you to know my name. It's Faye, since I know yours. I see. Then ready yourself, Faye. We shall not hold back.
Such a struggle it must be for poor old Dalbert and his witless son.
Oh, he's such a a-hole. Ah, shoot.
Shame. How far?
Dang it. Oh, I'm not... Oh, doesn't her special thing give her bouncies? Is that what it was? I was like, I don't know how that hit, but yeah, I think I get a bouncy because of her talisman.
Banished all of them. The flames of freedom.
I don't know if I saluted. I thought I pressed the salute button. I might have missed it.
Oh dear.
Sorry. Alright, I forget how Siege Chance works, but that's really giving me a boost there. I need to double check. I think I just do more damage if I kill an enemy.
May their next adversaries fare a
But that's
little
pretty good. That makes that actually boosts Gilman up quite a bit. As long as I can make sure to banish someone before I get in there. Wait, I wanted... I'm sorry, I just wanted to apologize, I think? Why, young one? You must not say such things. You are one of the Nightwings, the most envied of all triumvirates. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, please, no more of this. They prevailed, we need not grovel at their feet. Almer? Is it Almer? I just had a question. Ask quickly, then go about your business. Oh, I just, would you be my friend? What? I was wondering if you would be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you are brave and gentle with your father, so... Oh, I shall see you in a little while, my son. What? The scribes? Were they not friends? I choose to think they brought us here. To be closer together, not to be apart.
The rites do tend to teach something of trouble.
Bingo. Blessed are the scribes, whose eternal wisdom shines upon us through the stars, and illuminates the path to our salvation. Wait, what did I just say? Why, that was strange. But I feel so invigorated now? I was gonna say, it's the most coherent thing you ever said. Charge up is cooldown, fade jumps and power jumps farther than usual. The charge up has been messing with me, so actually I'm gonna go and do that.
Forever cursed is Kelma Rope Collar. Now does our Sir Gilman finally know...
This knight is the epitome of indomitable spirit! He's achieved the culmination of his training! How wonderful a feeling, having nothing left to learn, Master Reader. Nothing whatsoever. This knight highly recommends it. That's fun. I can freeze enemies if I salute. I just need to remember to salute more. Or... I do like that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know how helpful it'll actually be, but that's nice.
To Under King Horus.
Yeet! Everybody's level 5. Let's go.
Within the exiled Pamathar awakens now.
I used to soar above the mountains with the Highwing remnants, and we would see the Commonwealth shining down on the horizon. It enraged us, the mere sight of it. I can fly free no longer, yet that anger, I don't feel it anymore. That's gonna mess me up. I don't like that. So let's go with... Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Praise be to Saint Trias.
And you get nothing.
I eagerly await our next such outing.
Inside the wagon, after thwarting the fate, Sir Gilman is discussing aspects of the outcome with the others when the lone minstrel seeks you out. Oh, we don't get to say anything? Okay. Pardon the interruption, reader, though I need to ask a moment of your time. Well, the night is clear enough for you to see. Please, come have a look outside. Perhaps the news of your next destination may further stir the hearts of your companions. This is definitely not the voice I used to use for lone minstrel, I'm sorry. Among what stars yet remain shining in the night, one of them now burns as bright as ever you have seen. The path to freedom calls you again. Answer its call. How's the planner doing? So, yeah, we'll be facing the distance. Salium, the 26th of 12th moon, 837. Yes, by now most of the triumvirates whom we have faced no longer have any real chance of earning sufficient favor to regain their freedom. Perhaps we were always doomed to share the same fate. Wait, what? Don't we just face no matter who's number one? What do you mean none of them have sufficient favor? Triumvirate with the highest favor is poised to take on the Nightwings. What are you talking about? I know we're going to face Orlek again at some point. But yeah, Barker's already on his way. What am I talking about there? Also, what was our score? 87. I would like to get above 90. Which, again, even at 90%, that's rolling a 1 on a d10. Still a very high possibility in the grand scheme of things. The cycle turns ever more quickly now, until such time as it shall shudder to a halt. He makes a sound then, almost like a laugh. I forget myself, reader. I should not say such things. The scribes, they would say that one ought focus on the path in front of her. When we set forth to walk along a labored path, it can be all too much if we stand back and look upon it as a whole. We may well decide to turn around. But if we begin to walk, whilst casting down our gaze, and whilst resisting well the urge to look too far ahead, we may make steady, careful progress. Soon enough we may arrive where we are endeavored. The minstrel bids you a good evening. You had best retire for the night, for when first daylight comes, it shall be time again to take to the skies. Who we got? Faye! Faye seems very happy about something and has been chanting softly to herself. On closer inspection, however, she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the rite, he said to me, farewell. Can you believe it, little brother? He said that, then he left to go find Mr. Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so I think that maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so, too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for those we care about. For those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He's very lucky to have met Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time, then. It cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us very much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean that they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together as friends. That is what I think, little brother, and I told them so. And maybe the next time I see Alma or Mr. Dalbert again, they will be happier to see me then. She bounds off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, miss! You sense some burden has been lifting from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. She's gained plus 1 hope permanently. Wish her well. See, that's supporting my thing of Faye kind of, I feel like, is happier here. So actually, yeah, I don't think we're going to send Faye. If we can avoid it. I don't know. Depending on how fast these liberation rites go, we might not have a chance. I'm curious if Gilman and Bertrude are going to become eligible now. I've just been assuming that they won't, but now that Volfred's up there, who knows? Okay, so Faye and Bertrude, I think it makes sense to keep them here. Bertrude has really expressed no interest in going to the Commonwealth. Really Pamitha, and then Gilman if he wants it. I think is what makes sense to go with. I think our final 3 down here in the downside might be Faye, Bertrude, and Gilman. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we just haven't gotten the chance to... Oh, excuse me! Your wagon reels from the impact of some sort of massive object slamming into it mid-flight. False night wings. Orlek calls down to all of you from atop his wagon. Again you seek to climb that cursed mountain beneath us. Again you seek to take my rightful place. I should send you crashing down to it, that you may fall as I have. He stares down at all of you. But I shall not. Rather, we shall meet upon the summit, ere the last cycle of the rites is ended. Until then. Ow. That was rude. Forget what I was saying. Second of 2 paths, you sense Faye shall gain favor from the scribes of the land here. Sense Pamitha shall gain favor. I feel bad that we didn't get to wrap up the loose ends with Tamitha and Pamitha. But it makes the most sense to send Pamitha, I think. Because the other 3 want to stay here. And the only reason Pamitha wants to stay here is so that she can talk to Tamitha And we just aren't getting that opportunity because the essence is so low in the bracket. And I don't think we're even going to get to go back to choosing between. I think we might be stuck in a cycle of liberation rights now. So, like, it's sad, but I don't think I have the opportunity for Pamitha and Tamitha to interact again. So I think, yeah, it makes sense to send Pamitha home. That also sucks because Pamitha is my best player. But I guess the last two matches have to be fair to some extent. You make landing on the sacred Mount Jodariel after your encounter with Orlek. Orlek spoke the truth. He has a right to gain the summit. When the time comes, Celeste shall deem him worthy and shall let him pass. While he has transgressed against the rites, he has also already been anointed and prevailed. Nothing is written in the book on this, and liberty ought already be his. Then why do we even need to fight? For the time, it seems that he has not yet traveled to the summit. Perhaps he is still making preparations with his fellow exiles. When exactly Orlek intends to make good on his promise, he did not make clear. For now, you are to confront Barker in the distance upon the summit, but first you may prepare. Later that afternoon, you accompany Pamitha through the old masonry of Temple High Road to the monument of Luce Glorian. What do you do when all this is over, Pamitha? You want to run away? Let's face it, you're probably not getting out of here. So then, you can either go live out your days under some rock somewhere, or maybe these, who call you their friend, maybe they mean it. You return to the wagon after she has finished paying her respects. The summit awaits, but first there is time to continue practicing your vocations. I have good and bad news for you, Pamitha. You will be getting out of here. +2 presents. I can't even do anything anymore now that everyone's level 5. Let's see how she's feeling before we make our final decision, but that's my plan. Pamitha is staring out the window as you approach. I miss flying, reader darling. Take it from me, it feels as good as you'd expect. It's not enough for those Commonwealth brutes to cast us down here if they can get their fingers on us, and make sure we never fly again as once we did, all while calling it an act of mercy. Let me ask you something. You've learned a thing or two. What have your studies taught you of my kind? You know the violence they have caused. The harps of the Highwing remnants have spoiled the Commonwealth for an entire age. You know that they have suffered. The long-held enmity between the harps and the Commonwealth has led the winged race to ruin. You know you share a common ancestor. It is said that when some of the ancient harps relinquished their wings, the conflict began. You know little of her kind. Commonwealth rumors and folktales are to be taken with a healthy dose of skepticism. I have heard you have suffered. You know that the harps have long survived on the brink of extinction, and the warriors of the Highwing remnants are all that remain of them now. They may see little recourse at this point then to avenge their fallen, and to see to it that the Commonwealth suffers in return for all that has transpired. Such sympathies could not have earned you popularity, I gather, darling. In fairness, you leave out a number of atrocities my people have inflicted upon yours, but nonetheless, you seem to have the gist of it. My kind certainly aren't known for their good sense of humor, I can tell you that. My little tongue got me into no small amount of difficulty till I learned to keep it well under control. The mountains I come from, the views there certainly are something, but there's a bleakness to it too, being surrounded only by those consumed by the desire to avenge. We're very proud like that. Everybody vying to be the strongest, to kill the most of you. That way we might just get a shot with the prince. Continue the line, if he even exists. Your understanding is that the males of the harp are all gone, though perhaps one remains. So they're the Gerudo, basically. They mate as poison spiders do, and would slay each other in their sleep, says the Archjustice Androgeles IX. Imagine that being the best-case scenario, darling. She shakes her head. Anyway, I was just thinking I rather enjoy the traveling we've done. The change of scenery does me some good. Perhaps I'll stick to wandering after all this. In fact, I have a fancy for some wandering right now, if you'll excuse me. She heads out of the wagon into the old masonry of Mount Jodariel. That slightly complicates things, but she can still do wandering once she gets back to the Commonwealth. She doesn't have to go back to the mountains. Although, no one will like her if she's a harp. Although, if we overthrow the Commonwealth, she might be able to make friends. I don't effing know. I don't effing know. Wait, I love that we just defeated Withdrawn, which automatically sends you to last place. And within one right, they've already become better than the Chastity. Anyways, I don't think there's a lot we can do. You got anything? There you are again, my lovely reader. How may I be of service? Yeah, okay, you got nothing to say. Come visit me again sometime when you need further practice. I guess we will forage for resources. Oh, I forget we get choices. Either that or we've never foraged before. That might be the case. Whatever gives these rings their properties has value if only for novelty's sake. Waters are collected based on statues thought to be sacred. Definitely that one. Oh, I should use these. I forgot I'm sitting on permanent buffs. Let's continue the journey. Here in the ancient formation of the Melodial, I was wondering if we were going to get an update. You encounter a messenger imp sent to deliver you the latest news and rumors from the other side. You learn this imp was personally sent by Volfred himself to fill you in on all the latest happenings with him since he was liberated at the fall of Solium. On arriving in the Commonwealth, he was taken in with open arms and soon offered a seat among the Justices of Peace. He admits he was quite taken aback by everything at first. Branch of the Commonwealth's governing body, more than considered to be the most influential, as they who pass sentencing on to those who transgress against their country and its people. So basically another Archjustice. But he of course refused, stating his belief that the traditions of the Commonwealth have been corrupted over the many years. Such remarks put him in real danger. In the next moment, however, he was whisked to secrecy and safety by his sons and daughters of the Revolution and the daring raid. The Commonwealth claims he perished in the brazen act. Now Volfred continues his work to find a way to bring home all the rest of you and to transform the Commonwealth according with his plan. Would it not, especially if you're planning on being about to overthrow the system anyway, wouldn't it make sense to maybe accept that job offer, or at least think about it for a second? Maybe gain a little bit of an upper hand when the revolution comes. Anyways. He closes with a message to you all. Have faith, we shall prevail together in the end. You thank the imp for bringing you this news, which gets all your companions talking. The scribes are guiding him. They're on his side. I know they are because they told me so. I heard them. I just know. He has his convictions, I will give him that, but convictions can't erase the centuries of enmity between my people and the Commonwealth. Unsurprising. From all our years, we know him for a stubborn sort. His will cannot be shaken. Glory be to our companion Volfred. Though he may be a traitor in the strictest sense, this knight and all of us do know his cause is just. May the scribes keep watching over you wherever you may go, sir, even if the rites themselves shall cease ere your plan is achieved in full. The news of Volfred's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with resolve. The messenger imp accepts a small bite to eat from you and hurries away. Your companions gain +1 hope. Wish Volfred luck.